Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, here at Urb'n Barz, we are checking out our man Joyner Lucas once again. It's been a long time since I covered a Joyner Lucas cut. I think he did something with Kanye West a while back. I can't remember any of the titles, so guys, my bad on that. And guys, I've got a bit of a cold. I've been under the weather the last couple of days. I've been a bit run down. So if I sound all funny and fogged up and muffed up, all that kind of stuff, whatever, apologies on that. But guys, we are going to check out our man Joyner Lucas. And I saw the thumbnail of this track, and I'm sure it had Kobe Bryant. And is it Gigi, his daughter, on that thumbnail? So it was a sad times. And it reminded me, guys, I was in California. I was in Long Beach in 2003. That's the first time I actually ever heard of Kobe Bryant, guys, because I haven't followed basketball for a long time, guys. I used to when I was a bit younger. I was a big fan of Patrick Ewing, as I said before. But then a few years later, came back to the States, and Kobe Bryant was in the news, but not for such great things. I'm not going to say what he was in the news for, but he was all over the news in 2003, guys, when I was in LBC, but we're not going to talk about that. So I'm hoping that I'm not wrong, but I'm sure that thumbnail was Kobe Bryant and his daughter. So that just brought back some sad times. And is it about 4 years or so since that tragic helicopter thing? I don't know, guys. Anyway, guys, let's check out our man Joyner Lucas. I think it's something to do with the devil, this song, and it's part two or something. Guys, I've got a memory of a goldfish. I really have. So I don't know the titles of these songs, whatever. So normally I put the thing up on here, but I haven't checked it out yet. I saw it late last night, and I thought I'm going to do it this morning. So guys, let's check this out. This is our man Joyner Lucas, and the track's called Devil's Work #2. Not now, I'm busy, in parentheses. And it started up here with he's on the, I wasn't sure what he's drinking. I'm not sure, it's probably alcohol of some sort. I didn't catch it. If you guys caught it, let me know in the comment section, but we'll go again. Oh, he's got a weapon there. Devil's Work 2. I thought that was a Hennessy, and it's probably not a good thing to mix up drink with guns, guys. You know, it's not a good thing to be drinking the Henny and to be carrying a weapon. And then the funny thing is, guys, on this, his weapon here is on the Holy Bible. And guys, it's the KJV, the only version of the Holy Bible you should read, the King James Version, guys. So I'm not sure what this is going to all allude to. I never heard the first Devil's Work Part 1 because I've only been introduced to Joyner Lucas over the last year or so. So I don't know all the ins and outs, but I think I've heard 4 tracks from Joyner Lucas and I've liked them all. So this, I'm certain, is going to be one of these ones which will be a pause for thought. It will make you think. So there's a lot of areas where people are talking about and people are saying around the gun and the Bible, but I'm not sure if it's going to be covered here. So you've got the 3 things, and I talked about this before, guys. So this is anything I'm going to talk about. I'm going to let the music play out in a second, guys. I was about to say let the music play on like Lionel Richie. Anyway, all night long. We're not going to talk about that, guys. But I'm just going to say these are like one of the 3 things, isn't it? And I remember doing history back in the days where they say there's a church on every street corner. And on every street corner, there's also, what do you want to call it, an ale house, an inn, a pub, a tavern. I can't remember what you call it in America, a bar on every street corner. But I'm talking about the UK now, guys. And this is in the terms of like the, it's kind of like the temperance people. I can't even remember what you call them. They're not the Lutherans, I can't remember, but from the church. Is it the Presbyterians, I think? So, and then they said as well as that, most people had a weapon as well back in those days. So you had the gun, you had the Bible, and you had the drink, all crossing over, and they were all sort of dependent on each other. So guys, I'm going to wheel it to the beginning, and let's check out our man Joyner Lucas. Let's check out Devil's Work 2, and let's check out Not Now, I'm Busy. Really soulful music.
Guess we gotta try this again. Dear Lord, I know that we've been here before. It's been a long time, I hope that you don't slam the door. I try to walk away, but there's some shit I can't ignore. I could be wrong, but seems like you don't even care no more. Cause since our last talk, you ain't playing fair no more. And when I pray, it kinda feel like you ain't there no more. I still don't
Oh man, so this guy is in a bad place, but it looks like he's been having conversations with God over the time scale. I don't know the timeline of this, whatever, but what he's saying though is those conversations, he seems they've been one-way conversations. As he's sorry, there's police and stuff going on outside. I don't know what's going on there. Police sirens going on, really. And we got police here in this picture, but and it says something about over a fight. Oh, these are military. These are policemen fired over a fatal shooting. So I'm not sure if this guy's a cop. I don't know, or the person who's been shot is a relative or someone that he knows. I don't know, but he's saying that he's had conversations with God. He thinks they've been one way, so he's poured his heart out, but he hasn't had anything back, or so he says, from his conversations with God. So now he's got the stress now of the drink, he's got the Bible and the gun. So it's that kind of correlation between those three. Is, you know, which one? It's almost like the Trinity, isn't it? But which one will supersede, and which one will have ascendance over the others? I don't know. So literally, my man is at a really poor ebb in his life, and he's looking for some sort of leadership, some sort of, oh, my mind's gone blank. Really? That's the one thing I don't want to do when I do these things, guys. But he's looking for some sort of symbol, a sign to push him on to do the right thing. But guys, let's carry on. Sorry, I've got this cold and it's really just fuzzy in my head. But so far, I really like this track. Guys, I'm going to wheel it back to the beginning because it's something that we should see. I like the lighting. Him in the window.
Guess we gotta try this again. Dear Lord, I know that we've been here before. It's been a long time, I hope that you don't slam the door. I try to walk away, but there's some shit I can't ignore. I could be wrong, but seems like you don't even care no more. Cause since our last talk, you ain't playing fair no more. And when I pray, it kinda feel like you ain't there no more. I still don't understand why niggas who deserve it dies living, but the ones who ain't deserve it isn't here no more. And no, I don't want no one else to die. Instead of trading souls, I got something else in mind. There's a lot of moments that I wish that I could change. I can fix a lot of pain if you help me out this time. Maybe we can undo all the damage, press rewind. Reset the clock and make it so some niggas never die. Or maybe fix all the mistakes of those that's still alive and give them all a second try. Erase that Will Smith slap and turn them back around. Or wait till they get back.
So the beat comes in as Will Smith slaps up Chris Rock for saying stuff about, is it Jada Pinkett? Is that her name? And she's got alopecia. And I think he was saying something like she was going to star in G.I. Jane 2. So Will Smith came up to the podium kind of thing, came up to the stage, walking like Vince McMahon in WWE, you know, the Vince McMahon stride, and he slapped Chris Rock across the chops. When I first saw that, I thought that was fake. The way he did it, it just seemed a bit fake to me, because if I was in that sort of situation, I don't think I would have acted in that way. But guys, I don't know, because I'm a boxer anyway, so the way through the slap, and it was all a bit weird for me, guys, but it is what it is. But our man is pouring out his heart to God, and he's saying certain things are happening that shouldn't happen, and certain people are in positions they shouldn't be in, and certain people have got things happen to them that shouldn't happen to them.
The mistakes of those that's still alive and give them all a second try. Erase that Will Smith slap and turn them back around. Or wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. Or maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about.
That's so true, guys. So literally, there are parts of our lives we wish we could get to replay again. But I've always said, guys, that, you know, our lives are real. It's not a cinema screen kind of play or anything like that. It's real. We get one take, one shot. So whatever we do, we can't undo. We can't say cut, roll, run to speed and go again. You can't. You get one shot of life. But our man is saying it would have been great if Will Smith had handled that situation differently. It would have been great if Chris Rock had not chosen that joke about, the hair loss for Jada Pinkett. It's a serious thing. People who've got hair loss, whatever, it's a serious thing. We don't know what will trigger other people. Something that may seem trivial to us could be a big deal to someone else. And that's what happens a lot, where people are quick to temper because there's other things that are going on in their lives. We don't know that. We touch a button, we trigger them with something. It could be something so small, innocuous, but then things happen. And then most people say, yes, I wish I could turn the clock back, rewind, pause, rewind, come again, let's play, and they play it out in a different way. So our man is made a very serious and a very apt point there. He's very true on there. There's loads of situations that people say, I wish I could have that opportunity to replay that situation and do it in a different way and a different manner.
Turn them back around. I wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. And maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about. Matter of fact, let's talk about this shit I'm sad about. When Pop Smoke accidentally leaked that address out. Lord, you know the streets crazy.
And this is the thing, guys, with social media. It's weird because social media puts so much pressure on people. And anyone who they say who wants to get into the music business, they need to always be active on their socials. Really? There was no social media when I was, when I was around, when I was a teenager, when I was growing up. It was all word of mouth. You had to phone people, sort of stuff, whatever, to know what was going on, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't all instant. So if you've got a beef with someone, or someone's got beef with you, or people are jealous, this, that, and everything else, it's very easy in this modern world of social media to know where people are. Because if someone is tweeting where they are, or, shots are going up and people sending selfies and all this kind of stuff in their restaurants, whatever. Excuse me, guys, I'm not very well. It's so easy for the people to, because who's the guy, AKA in South Africa? Same sort of thing happened to him. Sorry, guys. People knew his location, set him up, 2 to the head, rest in peace. So what my man's saying here is so real, and I'm so sorry, guys. I am not feeling well. That is so true, guys. So Pop Smoke, I think was his a home invasion? I can't remember, guys. But, you're losing so many people in so many ways, and I come from the world of boxing. We've had our fair share of tragedies over the years, guys, with famous boxers, world champions being offed in robberies and things like that. Really? What is this world coming to, guys? And he's saying right here, the devil's work. And it's the devil's work, people. Trust me on that. I'm gonna wheel this again.
About this shit I'm sad about. When Pop Smoke accidentally leaked that address out. Lord, you know the streets crazy. How you drop the ball? When niggas keep a target on these rappers now. And give us Kobe Bryant back. We a mess with it.
Oh, Kobe Bryant. That was definitely then the thumbnail. It was Kobe Bryant. That was a tragedy, guys. And the whole world's still feeling that, Kobe passing with his daughter. Really? That's a tragedy, guys. But these things happen. No one knows when our time is up. No one knows how long our timeline is. That's why I say, guys, to live your life to the best you can. Live a good life, live an honest life, but live a life with no regrets. Because, guys, nothing is promised to us. Tomorrow is not promised to us, guys. So whatever you do in this world, you can make all these plans about being great, this, that, and everything else. But time stands still for no one. Guys, you need to live your best life and lead a good life, because when it's over, it's over.
Keep a target on these rappers now and give us Kobe Bryant back. We a mess without him. Take back the day he ever stepped inside the helicopter. Make him take the car instead and forget the chopper. Maybe take a different route or get a different driver. Can't believe you took his daughter and she left behind him. It's kinda hard to see the positive, and that's the problem. I know you don't make mistakes, but I was hoping you'll erase that bullshit so his family won't be left without him. And I wish I could fly to Russia on a different mission and make him pay for putting Brittany Griner in the prison. Or maybe you could bring her back to February 17th and you could take the CBD so she ain't flying with it. Or maybe change that 9 years and give her 9 minutes. Or better yet, change the laws so they can stop tripping. I know that's a lot to wish and it ain't my business, but until you grant my wish, I ain't gonna stop wishing. But Lord, listen, this shit irking me. Now how you take PMB, that shit absurd to me. So many questions about that shit and it's disturbing me. The niggas can't eat waffles without security. And And niggas can't work hard and go buy some jewelry.
Guys, it's happening all the time. And I wasn't following music for a very long time, but I saw a couple of bits on YouTube. Was it a year or 2 years ago? I can't remember. But literally hundreds of rappers, MCs, whatever you want to call it, are dying each year. It's literally 1 to 2 rappers a week on average are dying in, you know, terrible tragedies each week. Are MCs a dying species? I don't know. What is going on, guys? I don't know, guys. Something is going on, but let me know down here in the comment section, guys. But what a man's saying, and he's saying, do you know what? This is brilliant. This is almost like, you know, a personal letter that we are having the privilege of being a part of to view. And he's saying, in this world, this is a beautiful world, people. It really is, to some extent. But inside this beautiful world, guys, there are so many areas that are not beautiful, that leave you with grief, that leave you just scratching your head, that leave you with angst, and, you know, where you want there to be hope, there is no hope, guys, because you see certain things that happen and they challenge your way of thinking to say, oh my goodness, you know, this is meant to be a good life, but no, it's a hard life, guys. It's hard with trials and tribulations, guys, and we need to meet those trials and tribulations, because without that, guys, we will crumble and fall.
Me, the niggas can't eat waffles without security, and niggas can't work hard and go buy some jewelry. That one hurt to see. And by the end of the song, they gon' try to murder me. And if they do, I hope my fans take it personally. I know you hear me talking, Lord, don't be curving me. Won't you take us back to Kylie Jenner's party? Before them shots hit the floor, before the bullets ricochet and leave it dripping more. We don't know the truth or if we misinformed, but either way, take it back and make Tory hop inside a different car. Broke my heart when DMX died, I hit the call. Feel like that nigga was an angel in a different form.
DMX, an angel in different form. R.I.P. To Earl Simmons, oh my goodness. But our man talking about this, I remember as a kid growing up, the first kind of stuff with this with hip hop really was to Scott La Rock. And Scott La Rock was trying to stop beef between two people. It's just some stupidness between two people, you know, and I even think they even knew each other, kind of thing. Could have been even over a girl, whatever. But he got caught up in the crossfires, guys. Really? Scott La Rock, one of the best DJs, producers at that time. We lost an absolute legend at that time, guys. And ever since then, it's just gone from bad to worse, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. But these are life choices. So, you know, we the way we were created with freedom, you know, freedom of thought, freedom of will, freedom of purpose. So we do make choices. Sometimes we make the wrong choice, but, you know, everything has a consequence, cause and consequence, guys. And our man's chatting about this and saying, you know, just wish that we could have taken a different decision, done a different choice. You know, things could have been better, you know, who knows?
Might have had a drug problem like he did before, but he was fighting demons, and I know that that's a different war. You must got a major ego. I ain't trying to disrespect and trying to play the hero, but when you took Takeoff, you took my favorite Migos. Look, I don't know how that makes sense, cause it makes zero. The fucking wrong place, wrong time, that ain't Gito. Took that man right in his prime, that's playing Evo. When Tiny Lister died, I cried and played CeeLo, cause I can't even watch Friday without...
Tommy Lister, did he play Zeus? Yeah, he was in a lot of those. Yeah, Friday. Oh my goodness.
I'm saying Debo. You know this shit got me stressed, right? Staring at the Bible, trying to figure out who's next, like.
Really?
Why you take the ones who ain't deserve to see what death like? Meanwhile, 6ix9ine free, living his best life.
Oh. So he says, why don't you take the ones who deserve to be taken, but you're leaving, let me just put in parenthesis, say scumbags around to keep breathing? Or words to that effect. Oh my goodness. So he's saying some of the good ones have gone, but we're just left with the, let's call it detritus.
Friday without saying Debo. You know this shit got me stressed, right? Staring at the Bible, trying to figure out who's next, like. Why you take the ones who ain't deserve to see what death like? Meanwhile.
Why don't you take the ones who deserve to see what death is like? Oh, that's hard, guys. Whoa. unfortunately, guys, we are not the judge, the jury. You know, we could just live our lives. You know, as I said it on another reaction, Mark Morrison said many years ago, only God can judge me. We can't judge other people, guys. Only God will judge us. So God will judge us for good or bad. So we have to live our life and just take the good with the good and the bad with the bad.
6ix9ine free, living his best life.
6ix9ine, why is he free, living his best life? And people say, he's a snitch? But I don't know these things.
Go back
guys.
to the day that he took the stand and confessed, right?
Oh, so I wasn't listening to hip hop at the time about all 6ix9ine doing his thing, but I just heard that he's snitched on people, this, that, and everything else. But I don't know.
Tape his mouth shut so he never talk to the fans. Like, make him do his time so his niggas gotta do less, right? Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect like. Lord, forgive me for my language and these bad words. But that Candace Owens bitch get on my last nerve. How you gonna tell me that what we witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper? George died from asphyxiation and that's a factor. Fentanyl or not, he'd have never died in his last words.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not even going to go there, guys. But all I know is that I can't breathe. And do you know what, people? You know, we're all human beings. So even if someone has done something so wicked and heinous, everyone deserves a right to defend themselves. So he should have had the right to defend himself in a court of law and not be judged, tried, and executed by people who are meant to be servants to the people. You know, don't they say that we're here to protect and to serve? You're not here to asphyxiate and to kill. You know, like, fair enough if it's self-defense, but if someone is on the floor already, that cannot be said to be self-defense. That's all I'm going to say on that, guys. But if someone says they can't breathe, guys, your job is to, as a policeman, to arrest them and to bring them into custody so that the judicial system can try them according to the laws of that jurisdiction, of that land, of whatever. Your job starts and ends there. Your job is not to mete out the punishment to that person, no matter what you think they've done, no matter who they've done it to, and no matter what they've done. Your job is to make certain that they are there to answer to the alleged crimes that they have, or misdemeanors, or whatever you want to call it, that they have allegedly committed. So when someone says they can't breathe, you need to take that seriously, guys. Seriously.
Tell me that what we witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper. George died from asphyxiation and that's a factor. Fentanyl or not, he'd have never died in his last words. Well, I cannot breathe, so really she gotta chill. Or maybe they should trade places so she can see how I feel. Little bitch got me stressed, God. Probably not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring Ye mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he ain't been the same ever since Donda West died.
Whoa. And he did, if you can tell me what that track is he did with Kanye West about 8-9 months ago or whatever, I really like that. That track was fantastic, guys. I think he was wearing the mask, blah, blah, blah. But it's true. So since Kanye's mother's died, he's literally yo-yoed from, you know, left to right to Chelsea. And right now, I think the last thing I heard from Kanye West, he's like persona non grata. But I remember, guys, and this was it 2004? Something like that. 2006, something like that. Do you know when all the problems happened with Hurricane Katrina? Kanye West was the voice of the nation. He was asking why the US government wasn't helping those people who were dying, you know? They were literally left to die and to fend for themselves. They were drowning, you know? Really? Was it Hurricane Katrina? I can't remember. You know, but around a place like New Orleans, you know, people were literally left to fend for themselves. People were starving, homeless, etc. The government did nothing for days and days and days. I remember then Kanye became the speaker. He became someone who was the focal point to speak out for people. He was speaking out for the hopeless, the helpless, the hapless. He was speaking out for these people. But now Kanye West is now persona non grata because of things he said, allegedly, this, that, and everything else. I'm not going to go into it because it's up to you guys to say good, bad, or indifferent. But it's the way that the press and the media can turn on people. In one instant, they're a hero. In the next instant, they're persona non grata. They are literally erased from the history of everything. Really? Is this what this world is coming to? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Stress, God. Probably not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring your mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he ain't been the same ever since Donda West died. Yeah, that's the day Kanye West died. First his heart, then his mind, then the rest died. And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even a rich spirit money can't buy.
Whoa. Even a rich spirit money can't buy. Soul can be killed. It's true. Kanye is devastated since his mother died, you know. Terrible. It's terrible.
Kanye West died. First his heart, then his mind, then the rest died. And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even a rich spirit money can't buy. I pray the heavens watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. You got peace.
Rest in peace to the Biz. The Biz is going off. Biz Markie. Really? And I think he had problems with diabetes, etc. But Biz Markie was a big part of my life growing up. I remember we used to always just play with Biz Markie's words, you know, Biz Markie and Big Daddy Kane going off together, the Vapors, etc., etc. The Biz is going off. Really? Oh my goodness. It's such a sad time, guys. But unfortunately, as life goes on, people pass. People pass. But this is really a good little track here from our man Joyner, and he's paying respects to some of the legends. Biz Markie, DMX. Really? Oh my goodness. It's sad, you know. As time passes, you know, these things are going to happen more often.
And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even a rich spirit money can't buy. I pray the heavens watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. You got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3.
Whoa.
Black Rob, Troubles.
Oh, Black Rob. My gosh. My man's mentioned my man Black Rob. Oh, really? And he was ill for a while, wasn't he? Rest in peace to Black Rob. Oh my gosh. Followed him for many years. Black Rob. Rest in peace. Oh my gosh.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Troubles, Virgil and Shock G.
Old school.
Pat Stay, Kate Slay.
Oh, Pat Stay as well. I didn't really know too much about Pat Stay. All I know is that I literally covered a reaction of Pat Stay going on about the game, and literally within a few hours he was, you know, pronounced dead. Again, just like our man Scott LaRock. He got involved in a dispute on a dance floor or something, whatever, with people up in Canada, and they turned on him. And really, you know, you're trying to do a good thing and a bad thing ensues on. Ugh, guys, we need to live a good life.
Rich spirit money can't buy. I pray the heavens watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Markie, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Troubles, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, Kate Slay, you're afraid of God.
Oh, Pat Stay, K Slay. Oh my goodness. When I first started doing this channel, guys, this is the first time I actually had heard of K Slay. But K Slay used to do some of the best tracks with all the different artists. He would have like 100 artists and stuff on his tracks, etc., etc. So he was well respected in the game, and I couldn't believe it when when he passed. Oh my gosh. And it says he was only 55 in the midst of COVID. That's so sad, guys. You know, that's just no age, is it? 55.
Watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Markie, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Troubles, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, Kate.
Shock G. I missed that. He says Shock G. So Shock G was out of the Digital Underground. And I saw the Digital Underground in the UK. Now, I try and remember where they played. Was it in Hammersmith they played? Because they were invited by Tim Westwood. And I saw the Digital Underground, and they did songs like, is it Sex Packets, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Really? I didn't know that he'd passed.
3, Black Rob, Trouble, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, and Fred the God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee.
Oh, and when he said they almost took TJ, so another guy I've heard the name, but I've only done one reaction to Lil TJ, and in that reaction, TJ came on in a bulletproof vest. You know, he's wearing the Velcro vest or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what my mind's gone, guys. Really, being ill is not great, guys. But he came on in the Kevlar vest. I wanted to say, not the Velcro vest, really. And he was talking about how he'd been shot. I didn't realize that it was just literally days earlier, and he was lucky to be alive. That was our man, Lil TJ. Things are getting worse,
3,
people.
Black Rob, Trouble, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, and Fred the God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidda
Black Panther. Oh! Sidda Musiwala. SMW. Oh my gosh, guys. That was like the 29th of May, wasn't it? The 295. And the thing about the Sidda Musiwala one was serious, because when I first started doing this channel, what inspired me to do this channel literally a year ago here at Urb'n Barz was watching Sidda Musiwala and watching him doing his thing. I mean, his voice, incredible voice. He was brilliant. And I really wanted to comment on Sidda Musiwala. And I used to get up early in the mornings when I knew there was going to be a drop from our man SMW. And oh my gosh, rest in peace. The day I found out, I think it was a Sunday, literally it was about an hour after he'd been murked by these people. And guys, when you get involved in politics is worse than even getting in the music stuff, whatever. Because in politics, you get very powerful people behind the scenes. Very, very powerful people. Like, people say, oh, you live a gangster life, you're a roadman, you live this, and everything else, whatever, you're a G, blah, 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 on the streets. But it's nothing to above the streets. Guys, these people are above the law. And when our man was getting more and more involved in the political side of things, our man SMW, they took him out. They took out his guard. He wasn't allowed to have his bodyguards. They took him out. They knew exactly where he was going. They tracked him, took him out, guys. Really? Rest in peace. And he'd only just started, guys, in the game. 28 years of age, guys. That's no way. And they riddled him with bullets. Oh my gosh. That was a sad day, guys. I shed many tears over that day. Because I think he's one of the greats. He would have been one of the greats. Sidhu. Rest in peace.
Fred the God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidda Musiwala got shot, that shot me. Begging for your guidance on this ghetto earth. Frustrated, trying to understand how heaven works. I'm just hoping you can pull a couple strings and redo a couple things, so maybe we can get a second turn. You took juice from us that forever hurt.
Juice WRLD.
For putting the blame on you, that'd never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work.
Oh, I know it's not your fault, it's the devil's work. And people say, guys, that this isn't our world. This world is ruled by the devil, guys. You know, it's the devil's work. This world is ruled over. It's the principality of the devil, of Satan. It's not one where we have full control over, guys. You know, it's a satanic world we live in. But let me know down here in the comment section, guys.
Devil's work.
Oh, that's incredible. I want to wheel that to the last bit right at the end. Guys, that was fantastic. I love the soulful feelings, the sort of the gospel-y intones on it. I love the intonations, that really sad. It's one of these ones where you reflect on life and it's so sad, all these things that have happened, but they happen for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, guys, so I don't know the answers. I'm just asking some of the questions and highlighting some of the observations that I see, that I've heard, you know. So I'm not saying that I'm right on this, guys. I have this, you know, I'm just a human being here, guys. I'm just reflecting on what I hear, what I see, and what occurs, guys. So don't quote me on these things, but I'm just saying, you know, this is the situation. this is what's happened. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna wheel this back a bit, guys.
Bismarck, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Trouble, Virgil, and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, and Fred the God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidda Musavala got shot, that shot me. Begging for your guidance on this ghetto earth. Frustrated, trying to understand how heaven works. I'm just hoping you can pull a couple strings and redo a couple things so maybe we can get a second turn. You took juice from us that forever hurts. But putting the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
Directed by Joyner Lucas. Well, so guys, that was Devil's Work 2, Not Now, I'm Busy. Oh, I like that. That makes sense to me now. Not now, I'm busy. But that not now, I'm busy holds no weight. When the Green Reaper comes for you, it's game over, guys. No matter how successful you are, no matter how much rich you are, no matter how famous you are, guys, we are all exactly the same when it comes to life and death, guys, because when death comes calling, when death comes creeping, it don't wait for no one, guys. It will take you when death comes. You can't buy your way out of death, guys, no matter how much money you have in the world. When the Grim Reaper comes for you, the Grim Reaper comes. But yeah, it's still sad, guys. It's still sad, you know. We lose people each and every day that are important to us. And each and every one of us must have said at one point or another, I wish I could change things. I wish I could turn the clock back. You know, I wish I could change that scenario. So yeah, this was an absolutely brilliant cut. And yeah, it flies against all the cuts that are going around at the moment, kind of thing. It's something that hopefully will make us all think and hopefully make us all better people. But yeah, it is what it is. I absolutely thought that was fantastic. So that was our man Joyner Lucas. That was Devil's Work 2. I have to go and check out Devil's Work 1. I haven't heard that, guys, at all. Not now. I'm busy. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section. You know, how does it make you feel? You know, let me know. But here at Urb'n Barz, guys, please can you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Like, share, hit the notification bell. But guys, make certain, specifically after watching this, guys, that you look after yourselves and you look after each other. But make certain, even most and more importantly, guys, make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.